let's get to what we wanted to get to. I mean, we did
Yep,
this podcast just for one reason. And I
that's right.
purposely didn't go but down to your list of people that you got. So let me explain what's gonna happen. All right.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Top MLB Latino players in the month of April. Okay. Now, I'm gonna pick one, and then you're gonna pick yours. We're gonna argue. I think I could be wrong, but I think that we're gonna have the same guys on multiple occasions. All right.
Yeah, man. It was just. It was too.
It's hard. It's hard to not pick, you know, those
It
guys.
was too obvious. A lot of these were very obvious. Although
Mhm.
some of them are debatable, but yeah, we'll talk about it.
No, no, no. And we'll talk about what I did is that even though I have one guy, I want to give props to another guy. So I put them on the list, but they
Yeah, I
didn't make
see.
it.
You put. I see.
You
You
know,
put. You put a bunch of
I put a bunch of them
right.
because
You put
we
like 10 first basemen. Nah, nah,
basically,
nah,
yeah,
nah,
second baseman.
nah, nah. Second
Oh
baseman.
yeah.
All right.
So let's
Damn
start
it.
right. The first one that I got for you is right-hander pitcher. Right? Who do you got?
Yeah, Freddy Peralta was filthy.
Okay.
I mean, that guy, he pitched this, he's pitching so far like what I expected him to pitch like.
Mhm.
He shows flashes and for a team that needs him, right? He's been great. Freddy Peralta's been great. So he's got to be the guy to me, right-handed pitcher, Latino pitcher from April.
I agree. 100% agree. I think that I didn't put him on the list because whatever. I thought that he wasn't as great as Freddy Peralta, but Luis Severino also gets my props for this month as well. But
I thought about it. I thought
yeah,
about it. Yeah.
and the Athletics. I mean, if I'm talking about teams that I was surprised, I'm very surprised, pleasantly surprised about them.
Yeah. Yeah.
A On that case, give me your left-handed starting pitcher. Who you got?
Gotta be Lusaldo, right? I mean, come on. Like that guy is just, that's like on a platter. That's like served here. Like
Yeah.
he's been really good. He's been good. He's fun to watch. I love lefties, bro. Love lefties. Love lefty pitchers. He's just, yeah, he's the man.
Eh, Another guy, we have the same guy. We got Luzaldo, we got Freddy Peralta, but another guy that I thought about it, but his ERA wasn't there, right? It is Over Sanchez for the same team for the Phillies.
Yeah,
Nasty, man.
I thought about it.
Nasty.
That's my guy. I almost put him. I didn't. I didn't want to be a homer, even though that's usually my guy. But I was like, yeah, I'll lay off of Christopher Sanchez this time. But that's my guy.
You
You know that. I
No,
love him.
of course. You know that funny story. During the spring training for Christopher Sanchez and for everybody, they took the height because normally the height of the guys is not measured, right? Is whatever they say. Like if they say 6'1", it is what it is. But this year they needed to say
Okay.
it because they wanted the I forgot the system that they use on spring training with the Robot Empire,
Right, right, right. Got you.
the
Okay. Yeah,
ABS.
I
I
know what you
think
mean.
the
Yeah, yeah.
ABS system.
During spring training.
Okay,
Yep.
so they needed the height of the batters to actually measure where the strike zone was going to be. It's funny, my dad doesn't believe that that's true to this day. Anyways, but
Really?
basically,
Really?
yeah, he doesn't believe that the strike zone doesn't increase or decrease. Anyways, a but basically, somebody like Aaron Judge and Jose Altuve, of course, they're gonna have completely
Right. Yeah,
different
yeah.
strike
It's
zones.
based.
Yeah,
Yeah, because it's
yeah.
based on right. It's got to be right. It's the letters. Right. It's supposed
Hmm.
to be the letters. Everybody's box is not
It's
the same.
different.
Then
It's not the
Altuve
same.
is gonna have a smaller strike zone. Right.
Yeah, it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so they did that for the batters, but they also did it for the pitchers, right? And most of the batters, pitchers, everybody, they dropped 1 inch, right? For whatever reason, they dropped 1 inch because maybe they lied or whatever. But Christopher Sanchez was the biggest height difference. He went from 6'1" to 6'6".
Wait. So he. Oh, I didn't know that. So why would he lie about his height? I always wondered like this guy looks mad big. I always thought he
Yeah.
looked bigger than what it. I That's why he looks like he's all legs and arms, bro. Like he
Yeah,
throws at you, and it's like the ball is going like nasty.
correct.
Guy is nasty.
That
It's like I don't
that's
want to
the
say
thing.
Randy. I didn't want to say the Randy word because
Mhm.
Randy is Randy,
No, no,
but
no. He's yeah. He's just. I
but
would say
it's
he's
like a
more like what's the name of that tall kid from the Dodgers?
sale,
Well, Sale, yeah, Sale, yeah. That's a good
sale.
one. Yeah. But yes, the reason why is because they kept the 6'1" when he was signed back in the days,
Yeah, okay, he
and
grew.
they never updated it.
No, my
So
God,
yeah,
he's like, oh,
yeah,
eso se
six
quedó
one, yeah,
así.
yeah,
That's 6'1". Yeah, okay.
that's
Did they
crazy.
find out Altuve was like 4'9"?
Yeah,
Or
my God, man, he looks like that guy from Game of Thrones. Anyways,
he
they
does,
gotta get
yeah.
him out of left field. By the way, they gotta get him out.
Oh, he's
Get him out of there.
terrible. He's
He's
terrible.
terrible.
No, he's
Damn.
terrible.
Anyways, closing pitcher. Who you got?
All right, so I thought about going with Robert Suarez because he
Me too.
was nasty. I was going to,
Mhm.
but Andres Munoz is my guy too. That's my guy. This guy, I see, like that Seattle Mariners team is fun. I know you,
Mhm.
and I know
I'm a fan.
you
I'm a
don't wanna
fan.
believe in. I know you don't wanna believe in them yet because every year they let you down.
Yeah.
But right, but I just and it even got me rooting for Arena. I'm like, I'm there, I'm watching him, and Arena, I'm up and down with him, because I feel like he doesn't always try. That's why I get mad at him. He's kind of, he's a hot dog sometimes
He
because he's
is the
good, but he
weird
don't
he's the
try.
weirdest guy. He's the weirdest guy to evaluate. I can't get to him. But anyways, Andres Munoz, also
Yeah,
my
nasty.
guy. Hey, I wish I could have gone with Robert Suarez. He was great for San Diego. He had one more save than Suarez, right?
Yeah,
And I thought about it, right? But then I was like, man, Andres Munoz is like 0 ERA. Like he was phenomenal. I mean, he
he
was
had a record
everything.
too. He had a record to start the season as well.
What
I
was it?
believe it was 12 or 13 consecutive appearances without giving up a run. For
Wow.
Seattle, that's a record.
For
So
Seattle. Okay.
for Seattle, and so I love seeing that, and he's always been good. I
Hmm.
mean, it's not like this comes out of nowhere. Look at his numbers last year, and even the year before that. He's always steady, but this is another a
This is
gear
another
here. So
level.
yeah,
And I want to see the splits on him on the road and,
home,
and home
home road,
because as you know, it's completely different pitching in Seattle. So
right,
I want
right,
to see the splits before I go dive in for him as
right,
the
right.
as the best reliever. Anyways, but he was the best reliever in my opinion for any Latino players in April. Now,
Absolutely.
positional players. We're gonna start with catcher. Who you got?
Catcher is. I have a complaint about catcher, and I'm
Go.
noticing this. Is it me? And you can chime in.
Mhm.
Let me know. Is it me or the catching position is getting weaker and weaker? Like I feel like the catching position has gotten really bad. At least offensively.
Okay.
Um, I feel like cat. I mean, listen. It's Contreras. It's William Contreras. But
Yeah.
I feel like look around. Everybody's numbers this year is awful. Nobody's
Mhm.
hitting for the most part. Very few.
Okay, so I thought you were gonna talk about defensively. I thought you were gonna talk
Well,
about how defense is gonna, whatever. So
well, okay.
yeah.
Catching. Okay, here's the thing. Catching has become where guys they're everybody's caught up in just like the pitch framing, and everything
Mhm.
is just like right pitch framing. Nobody can throw anybody out anymore trying to steal. It's rare, and then the catchers are either defensive specialists or they're just home run hitters who hit like 220. Like
Mhm.
that's it. You're not seeing like the all around catchers anymore. At least that's what I mean. Obviously, some guys are having slow starts, you know, but whatever.
I don't know about offensively. I think that there is something that's gonna change in a couple years. Here's my theory, my hypothesis, right?
Hmm.
I heard the other day on a podcast, creo que es un podcast de los Marlins.
Mhm.
I forget the name of the
Marlins.
podcast. Yeah.
They have a podcast?
No, it's some kids that they actually whatever. It's some kids that actually watch the Marlins. I'm surprised.
They do? Wow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So basically, he was explaining something that he has access to, the team. He said that basically the Marlins are not looking out for defensive catchers. That they don't care for it because they're saying that the ABS system is coming up, which is the automated balls and
Oh,
strike
strikes. Right.
system, right? If that happens, somebody like Patrick Bailey or anybody that is a great defensive player, basically the framing is not going to be as valuable anymore
Right.
because they
Got
will
you.
be challenged, right? What's going to be valuable is your arm. What's going to be valuable is how you actually call the games and things like that. But framing is going to be something of the past, you know. So I'm looking out for that actually. Like a theory of mine is that more offensive catchers are going to come up and they're going to be taught to just be good at just getting people out if they want to steal. That's about it.
And keep
Forget about
obviously
framing.
staying in front of the ball, those types of
Correct.
things.
Yeah, the
Blocking the
fundamentals. But
plate. Right.
correct. If it's true, I mean, I already told you about Agustin Ramirez. I mean, he's not a great defensive player, and that's their
But he
catcher
can
right
hit.
now. But he can hit. He can
Right.
hit.
So
So
that might bode well. Yeah, that might bode well for him then if that happens.
correct. Correct. Anyways, first base. Who you got?
Um, Jonathan Aranda.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Tell me
that's the
about him.
guy. That guy, he's been on fire, man. Like the guy, he hits the ball a mile away. I mean, he's not like a great defensive first baseman, and
Mhm.
he kind of plays depending on the matchup. So it's tricky to put him as the first baseman because he does have like they kind of
Utility type.
utility. Yeah, so
Mhm.
I put him there because Vladdy started out slow,
Okay.
so
No, no, no.
that's
I'm
kind of
100% with you. The only guy, of course, I got Aranda too. Let me explain to my Venezuela fans why Luis Arraez wasn't the guy.
oh my
Because I
god.
know that they're gonna come back and they're gonna say, "Look, he hit 3 bombers and he's not a home run hitter." They're gonna say
Right.
that he batted 355. I
Right.
understand. I get it. He's a great hitter, but he's
His
not a
WAR is what, 0?
zero. Is at zero. And defensively, he's not good. It's
So
not that he's average.
he's
He's below
terrible
average.
defensively. Yes. You could field first base, I think, better than him.
I think so. I
That's
think
what
so. I
people don't
mean,
understand. That's what
man,
I hate. I'm glad you brought this up. That's what I'm
go.
so sick of explaining to people. Oh, Tony Gwynn, he's the new Tony Gwynn. He's the new Rod Carew. No. Look at Rod Carew's numbers. Rod Carew could freaking get extra bases. He could
Mhm.
do little things. He could steal a base. He could do Rod Carew could do different things that this guy can't do. And I guarantee you, Rod Carew didn't have any zero war seasons.
No,
I don't think so. I
impossible.
gotta look
Or
at
one,
no,
like last year,
maybe one.
one,
Yeah, like when he was old, probably, but
maybe.
not in
But
his
it's
prime.
just, I got to be honest. I mean, great
I'm sick
hitter,
of hearing it. Yeah, like
390 OBP. Like, that's incredible. And they're
yeah,
going to
but
say,
yeah,
look,
but you're hitting 355 though.
yeah, you're hitting 355. That is true. Damn.
Come on, so that means he has like 2 walks.
4 walks. He got 4 walks this month.
Whoa, it wouldn't be a podcast if we didn't crush Luis
Hey,
Arraez.
Luis Arraez.
It's terrible.
I know, but I gotta keep it real
Yes, you gotta.
with
Yeah, it's
them.
true.
I gotta keep it real, and I say them because every time they bring up defense when they're talking about shortstop, and don't get me wrong, one of the most viral you've seen it, right? They're talking shit on Lindor because he's not as good as Omar Vizquel. I'm like, yeah, of course, nobody's
Yeah,
like
but
Omar
who
Vizquel.
is?
He's a
Who
one. Yeah,
is?
I mean,
Nobody
he's a
was.
one of one player, but he's not as all around. I mean, Omar Vizquel wasn't as all around as Francisco Lindor,
Yeah, he had to
right?
play 24 years to get 2,800 hits. Like, what are we talking about?
Correct. It's like,
I mean, hello, yo, y eso era gateando.
Yeah.
Llegó a 2,800 hit. People want to bring that up. Gateando, 2,800 hit. I'm like, okay. So if Roberto Alomar played 24 seasons, how many hits he would have had?
Like when he was in
Would have
San
had like 33.
Francisco, when he was in San Francisco, he looked like a third base coach
Yeah.
on
I mean,
shortstop.
he was dragging. And I'm not, I'm not throwing. He was defensively tremendous. He could handle the bat a little bit. He wasn't like a zero,
Mhm.
offensively.
No, that's
But
true.
to act like he was, like, oh my God, like Lindor is here and Bisquel is here. It's like, yeah, okay, come on,
No, no,
come
no,
on.
no, no. That's why I like to bring up Arraez because if you value so much defense, then call him out.
Or Santander or Suarez. I
Yeah.
mean, I could go on. Like
No, no,
we
no. Of
we can't
course.
just we can't just act like Dominicans are the only ones that have just one-dimensional players. All of us have some one-dimensional players. It's just
Yeah.
what it is. But Dominicans also have some guys who can play both. Machado can play both sides. Tatis can play both sides. Ketel can play both. So it's not fair. It's not. You know what I mean?
No, of course, of course. All right, moving on from our rant on first base.
Right? Yeah, yeah.
Second base, who you got? Tell me about it and why.
Oh yeah, yo, Gabriel Arias, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
That's the
yeah.
guy. That's the guy, bro. That's the guy. That's the only guy at second base. Who you gonna have?
You can make a case for
You like Luis
Ozzy
Garcia?
Alvis.
Like
No,
Luis
no, no, no.
Garcia?
Luis Garcia, no, because of his defense, he's horrible. He has a negative WAR, honestly, so I can't put him in. But I don't know how people view Ozzy Alvis. Do you consider him Latin
I
American?
I yeah. I do.
You do?
I do.
Okay.
I like him a lot too. I do. I just feel like maybe because of injuries too, I feel like he's not quite as good as he was. I feel like
I
even
got
though
you.
he's had a good start, but he's not. He used to be like borderline superstar. Like he was very good. I feel like Ozzy Albies has fallen off a little bit. But as
No, I
far as
get
what
you.
he's part, yeah, he's from the Caribbean. I mean, he's from Curacao
Curacao,
or
yeah.
Aruba. Yeah, yeah. I count them.
Okay, so on that case, Gabriel Arias, tell me a little bit about him. A lot of people don't know him and why you pick him.
I thought he would. I mean, come on, look at the numbers he put up. He's one of those guys who he's been very consistent, and second base is weak as hell right now. That's really why I picked him. Because second base, who are you picking?
No,
You're gonna say
Ozzy
I'm gonna.
Alvis. Yeah, Ozzy Alvis. I think they were basically they both batted 250, right?
They both did. Yeah, he's got more
They both
RBI.
did. And Ozzy Alvis got him on RBIs. He struck out less, had better base on balls, more hits, more runs. I think Ozzy Alvis just by a hair got him, right?
You know,
And on
you know why I
defense,
picked
they're
Arias
neutral.
though?
Why?
Neutral. Yeah, they cancel each other out because it was like out of nowhere. I
Okay.
didn't even I didn't even expect that. So I think for me, I lean towards the guy who I didn't expect it to. Also, Albies for him, those numbers are not great.
Yeah, no, I
Not
got
for him. So I think that's why I didn't pick him. I love him as a player, but he's not. Look at his numbers the past 2 or 3 years compared to before that. It's
you.
not the same. It's
No,
not the
I
same
agree.
player for injuries or whatever it is.
No, no, no.
So
I am in 100% with you. I think Claudio talks about his contract, and that's how that has maybe played a role on it. I,
I think he's
I
breaking down because he's been injured.
too much injuries.
I think it's that.
Yeah, I think so too. A third baseman. Who you got?
Oh, no, no, no. I mean, we could have gone with your boy, you know, uh, your
Jose?
boy Caminero. No, no, Caminero. We could have went with him.
Yeah.
We could have went. No, no. But I gotta go. Here's the thing.
Hmm.
I want to say Machado. I think it's Machado.
Why
But
is
here's
it?
the thing. I think it's Machado, and I put Eugenio Suarez, but it's not Eugenio Suarez.
Who is it?
It's Manny Machado.
Really? Okay,
Yeah, I'll tell you why it's Manny Machado.
go for
Because I said so. No,
it.
I'm just kidding. No. I'm kidding. It's Manny Machado by default. I watched
Mhm.
a lot of San Diego games. His todavía le queda on the defense. Now,
Yeah.
this was more of a defensive thing for me. I loved
Mhm.
it. His defense was ridiculous. He saved so many games for that. He makes these plays, man. He is tremendous still defensively.
Yeah.
Offensively, he's not. I hope he picks it up. He's not quite what he was. I don't know what's going on. I need to see him hit the ball a little more. But
Okay.
to me, it was more defensive presence. So I picked him.
Okay. So I guess I'll be the one to break the news. Like, it's not Eugenio Suarez. It's not Eugenio Suarez. I'm sorry. It's just not him. I know that he got like
No,
4 runs in one game and all this stuff.
you mean that's not enough?
No, it's not enough. It's not enough. He
Not enough for the
batted
whole month. 180 something, right?
187, 187 in the month of April. All right. I'm not counting
He's a,
March. Okay. I'm not counting
he's
March on this. Okay, guys.
he's a, no, of course not. No, March. No, we're talking April.
We're
March
talking
didn't.
April.
We didn't get one for March because it's only like 5 games. But for
Correct. Not
March,
only
whatever it
that,
was.
but also the Dodgers guys would have a little advantage on that. On this case, Baez or the Oscar might get a little advantage over people because they played more games, right? Because they started earlier, I guess in March, right?
Right, right. Yep.
Anyways, whatever the case being, Eugenio Suarez is not the player of the week. It's not the player of the month. It's not the player of anything.
Of the
Eugenio
year.
Suarez had a game that was impressive. And as a fan, I love seeing history on the making, right?
Yeah, of course, of course.
My guy has to be, even though his defense has been horrendous this year,
Yeah,
Jose Ramirez, right?
I
Jose
know.
Ramirez, like 4 home runs, 6 stolen bases. He's going for that 30-30 again, right? And in the month of April, this is great. The reason didn't went with Machado, which is the best out of all of them in terms of defensively, he only has 2 home runs. I mean,
I know. He's
18
got to pick it up.
strikeouts already. Come on.
He's got to pick it up. He's got to pick it up. Yeah. No, but I look at the batting average too.
Mhm.
His batting average was not bad, and
Yeah.
he did put the ball in play quite a bit too. I noticed in a lot of the games I saw, he'll hit the ball.
No,
He
no,
hit
no.
a
A
lot of
lot of
fly
doubles.
balls,
A lot of
a lot of
doubles
doubles
too.
too.
A lot of
Yeah,
doubles. I
yeah,
gotta keep it a buck. I mean, in terms
yeah.
of WAR, he's leading the Latino players at least on third base in WAR.
Yeah.
So
So
I respect that one, the Manny Machado one. But I gotta
yeah,
go with
it's just
J Ram.
it's not up to standard.
Yeah,
But yeah, J Ram, I can't be mad at it. Even though, and I love J Ram, but just his defense this year has been a little worried. I'm worried a little bit about his defense,
I agree.
to be
Okay,
honest.
so shortstop, do we need to talk about it or
Come on,
we
man.
just fly
We
over that
know.
one?
Like, although, yeah, it's okay. So it's Francisco Lindor. However,
Mhm. Yeah.
I want to give a special shout out to the guy who I dissed before, and we mentioned him earlier,
Mhm.
Geraldo Perdomo.
Wait, you
Had a very
dissed
good.
them?
I dissed him before, yeah, because he took an all-star spot from Lindor one year. I was very mad about
Last
that.
year, last year.
The year before last year.
Oh,
But
okay,
he,
okay. My
yeah,
bad, my bad.
yeah. I mean, I was like, what? He wound up hitting like 250 for the 240 something, and it was like 8 home runs. Like,
I hope here to I real quick. I know you're gonna talk about Lindor, and the reason you say that is because since 2021, he's never been on the All Star game. Since
right,
2019,
as a
right?
Met, he hasn't been
He's never
since he
been.
was a Met.
I get it. Understand that this year it will be, but I want people from now on to please get the All Stars out of your head and get the
Right,
MLB team, which I think is more accurate because it's not half of the season.
it's the whole
The
season.
the all MLB team should be more appreciated than the All Star game. That's a half a season.
I agree with that. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I
I'd
think it's
say an
tradition.
All
That's what
Star
it
is
is. It's
not.
tradition.
I understand it, but if you bat 250 after batting 300 half of the season? I mean, you're not
Right.
as impressive.